Hey, welcome back to Whiskey Thieves TV. You got the General here, and on today's podcast, we're going to be reviewing and tasting the Shin. It's a Japanese malt whiskey from the northern coast of Japan. Keeping in step with the social distancing, we're going to do this podcast via Zoom again. It worked really good last week. We got a lot of good feedback from our viewers, so thank you. One thing that's also cool about today's show is we have a special guest, Carlos Romero, aka Spicy. So stay tuned. We're gonna get into this as soon as we get into that. Cheers.
All right, so we got everyone at their house from all the bottles that I dropped off just yesterday. Each person has at least 4 to 6 ounces of the Shin. We're gonna go ahead and break it down between the 4 of us and do a little bit of smell, a little bit of taste, go ahead and share what our experiences, and then whatever those shenanigans we get ourselves in. So go ahead.
I'm gonna say that looks a little suspect. I'm just saying. You sure that's whiskey?
You're the one who poured it for us.
Hey, you're right. Hey, we got, exactly. Hey, we got some new merch. Good looking shirt. Hey, also real quick, before we dive into any of this, we got a special guest. Now I talked him up in our intro. We got Spicy Romero on the floor here. He's
What's up, guys? What's happening?
I don't know about you, but the barber shop's closed in my neck of the woods, so I don't know how you got your hair cut. Tell us about it, Spicy.
Oh man, it was after a few mimosas. I got the courage to let my wife do it. It's a Corona cut. So it looks like the virus with little hairs coming around.
It's a shallow fade.
That's why I'm far away, so you can't see up close.
It looks good. It looks
Yeah, I
good.
think
Thank you.
it looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'll let her
Yeah,
I
know.
have to figure out a way to do it.
You were
myself.
saying last week Joey's hair just looks perfect always,
All the time.
all the time.
You know what? I'm planning on shaving my head.
Because I've been out slaving in the yard all day, so you guys got me on a sponge bath, and that's about it. So here we go. So let's dive into this. So what are we tasting today, guys? Do you guys know?
I heard it's called the Shin.
Do you know why it's called the Shin? So
Why is that, Joe?
Yeah. So the Shin means integrity, and it was an homage to the samurai warriors. So this is distilled up in northern Japan, and really excited about it.
Nice.
You want to crack this thing open?
Let's crack it.
All right, go ahead, Joe, go first.
Okay.
So just to break it down, we're gonna do a neat pour, and then we're gonna pour over ice and let it sit while we're doing the neat pour, or the neat taste, sorry. So I do have a little factoid here.
And what is this stuff
2020,
made out of?
this was actually crowned or received the gold medal of the San Francisco World Spirits Competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
Let's
Grant.
taste. Let's do this.
All right.
Oh,
Wow, that's smooth.
wow.
That's smooth.
Delicious.
That is good.
Yum.
Yeah, that went down. There's no burn.
That
There's
was-
no heat.
I have to say, like, I was expecting way more heat or, explosion from the smells.
Yeah.
One word, Spicy. What do you think?
Crispy. Like an
Crispy.
apple crisp.
I like it.
I like it. All right, Joe, what you got for one word?
Sweet. It's very, very, I mean, it's not overly sweet. It's not like sugary sweet, but it's definitely not bitter, right? We talked about it the last time. The Chardonnay mist was a little bit bitter. This is very, very sweet.
Ooh, good point. I actually feel like that's where it kind of goes to. I feel like I start with the apple, and then somewhere along the line it starts going down to a grape, like a Pinot kind of Chardonnay. I feel like a little bit of a wine kick, like a Fumé Blanc.
Ooh,
Nice.
that sounded official.
I know.
Wow.
But there's definitely a little tequila in there.
Like, definitely some spices. Tantalizing. That's my word. Because
Tantalizing.
I mean,
like that.
like my mouth is kind of dancing right now. It's confused.
We didn't get Joey's one word.
Apple.
That's your word, apple?
That's your word.
Apple.
Apple.
I noticed it said pear. I'm not familiar with the pear, but still grapey apple.
We feel pretty good about the neat. I
Absolutely.
think this is drinkable neat for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's go with the ice and see how, with a little diluted ice, what it opens up. Whoa!
Ow.
Totally different taste.
Damn.
Totally different taste.
Yeah.
That was exactly it, Joe. I just got gut punched. Like, that was like in a good way, not in a bad way, but it was a completely different taste.
From all the other whiskeys that we poured from neat to on the rocks, it usually mellows out. This one, absolutely.
100% elevated it to
11.
I can't even. Yeah, it was definitely. I can't explain it. Yeah.
I know what word I'm gonna use for this.
What you got?
It's only fitting,
What do you
right?
got? Spicy.
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 All right.
But a good spicy, not a hot spicy, a sweet spicy.
Oh, okay. I like hot spicy though. I've seen you spicy when you get all hot and crazy.
We'll see.
Oh, with that haircut, it
This-
definitely is hot spicy.
Yeah.
So I think, for me, the neat, I would give the burn a 3. It wasn't that hot, right? It was easy to drink. You got a little bit, so a 3. Honestly, with the rocks, I give it close to a 6. I mean, doubled in burn for me. Still very easy to drink, but man, you really are tasting whiskey at that point.
Yeah.
Your light went off.
All right.
No,
Leave it
sexy. Leave it on. Leave it
You
on.
might as well just let it go, huh?
Let it go. It's awesome.
That's how I feel. Lights are out.
I think for a neat, I was more of a 4 because I enjoyed this a lot more than last week's whiskey. And then when I put the rocks on it, I actually tend to favor more of the neat, preferably for me. So I think for me, it went down a little bit, but it was a strong 4 neat. I think I would definitely drink that more neat than any other whiskey you try.
So I was talking about the heat. Are you talking about it went from a 4 to a 3 on the heat?
Oh, the heat. For some reason, I feel like it was easier. It was less heat when it was neat.
That's
And
what
I
I'm
feel like
saying.
it could be maybe I'm drinking it more because it's cooler, but maybe that's like when I feel like things are on rocks, I take a bigger gulp. That could be it too. But it definitely was way smoother for me. Neat.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That's awesome, yeah.
Spicy. What did you think? Neat or on the rocks?
I'm gonna have to go on the rocks. It brought out that the temperature, it picked it up. But again, I still taste the sweetness of it. But it's got some kick to it for sure.
I think putting the rock in changed everything, and I actually really enjoy the taste. I could go either or on this, but I think that I kind of like that heat that it brought out. I definitely, compared to the whiskey we drank last week, I could sit and drink this straight neat all day long for sure. But I do enjoy what was brought out. And
The 1 through 5, what you got?
oh, I think I'm going on this one. I was actually blown away. I'm gonna go 4.5. Cool.
All right, yeah, I give it a 4. Absolutely give it a 4. Very drinkable, light on the heat, just very unusual going on the rocks for me. I'm not used to that. I'm curious. I saved a little bit. Gonna put it in my old fashioned and see how it tastes. But as far as straight whiskey, 4, very drinkable, very viable.
There you go.
What about you
Carlos,
guys?
what do you got?
I'm gonna go with Joe and say it's a 4. It's good. It's tasty for an Easter Sunday. I like it.
Exactly. Well, great. Well, I think we come to a conclusion here, and it was a great taste. I think this was probably one of my favorites that we've done thus far. So, and one thing that we didn't mention, and maybe this attributes to the taste, is the way this whiskey is finished and aged. It's aged in the Mizunara oak. I don't know if you guys have heard of the famous like Mizunara oak trees in Japan. They are basically these 200-year-old, they look like actually giant bonsai trees. And they're these kind of sought after. Now everyone in the States are trying to get their hands on this oak so they can age their whiskeys in, but it definitely gives it a different taste. So I think we can attribute to some of that. So it'd be interesting to try some different Japanese whiskeys and see if they carry a lot of the same characteristics. But again, thank you guys so much for joining us on Easter Sunday. I mean, cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Thurston.
Cheers, boys.
Thurston.
Cheers, Thurston.
And have a great day. Tune in, like and subscribe, and check out our new, we have our websites live. We got new merchandise coming. We got our new Whiskey Thieves t-shirts. So those will be on the site live here real soon.
All right, see you later, guys.
All right,
See you,
guys.
Carlos.
Happy
Bye.
Easter. Thank you, guys.
Take care, Carlos.
Cheers.